Hey everyone, welcome back to another Godzilla Battle Line video, and today we are talking about this deck that I made, for fun. Had a little bit of a request here from Administration 1 and Corey, try to figure out a deck that involves Earth, Burning Godzilla, and Ultima. I don't quite think I cracked it, but this is pretty good. So the battle in the middle of my screen right now, that is a ranked battle, and then the battle on the far right is a fixed battle. So I don't really think I need to break down this deck too much. If you've been playing this game for a long time, you know what everyone in this deck pretty much is doing. You know, Fyrodan is absolutely busted right now, and Biolante's pretty good still. She's kind of fallen off, but she's pretty good. Batra is absolutely busted right now, and Earth is just a ton of fun, right? So basically with this deck, what I'm doing is I am taking King Ghidorah, or Mecha King Ghidorah as a leader, and using his ability to generate energy to get out a Godzilla Earth, and then basically focusing my entire push around the Earth and providing as much cover and defense for him as possible. And I'm not using any tanks, really. I mean, Ultima is kind of beefy, so you could technically count him as a tank, but I personally wouldn't. And I don't think that you should either. I'm using Fyrodan to get the speed boost on Earth, maybe push him a little bit more, make a push with some of the units ahead, because the Rodan speed boost on Earth, while it does give him that 20% boost, he's still not really going too far. Mostly I'm using it to get some units ahead of him to like make way for him to pull through. So what I've been using, obviously you see on the screen, King Ghidorah leader, right, or Mecha King Ghidorah leader with Earth to get that energy up. Psychic Cores to keep some units alive. I was using Sande so that I could slow units, and I was using Manila so I could slow units, but I decided on Psychic Cores just to get that extra heals. Something felt missing from the deck. I still think something feels missing from the deck, and if I'm going to be completely honest, I think Burning Godzilla or Ultima, if you drop them from this deck and add in maybe some kind of better defense, this would probably be a better deck. I think King Ghidorah leader would be really good on the previous Godzilla Earth deck that I showcased on this channel with Mecha Godzilla as the leader and all the M-Boss. I think if you took out Terrestris or Ultima and Burning from this deck, you have some more wiggle room to, you know, try something else, because then you're just left with Earth and then 4 meta units, right? So in any case, though, I mean, Dimension Tide would probably be good here, too, to get everyone in front of Earth and Burning Godzilla, but I wanted to use Ultima. I love my Ultima. I love Terrestris. He was actually cleaning house, especially if Earth was taking, the brunt of everything. Ultima could just come through and just push everyone out of the way. Burning, I used Burning in this deck, but I mean, his damage was good. If my Burning was a higher level, if my Burning was on par with, like, my Biollante or my Batra, like, level 10 Fyrodan, I feel like he would have done a lot better. I think my Burning Godzilla only really suffered because he was a low level, and I think if he was more powerful, he would have been a lot better, especially in the ranked match. In the fixed match, this deck actually did surprisingly well. I used, like, a 5-minute match or whatever for fixed in this video, so it's a long one, and it ends in a draw. But I actually played a few fixed battles with this. I must have played at least 10, and Burning Godzilla, he was pretty good, honestly. And if I could keep everything focused on Earth and keep him alive with the Psychic Cores and the Fyrodans, I could get Burning Godzilla reliably to the second charge bar, and we all know what happens when that charge bar goes off. So I really liked it, and I think if I were to take this into ranked, I would be pulling my Burning Godzilla up a few levels and then dropping Ultima, because then I would replace with something else for Ultima, like maybe Dimension Tide, to pull people into Earth and Burning Godzilla. But I do think this deck is really fun. I've been having a lot of fun using it. I think I'm going to tweak it a little bit more to make it competitive. I would love to see what you guys come up with to make it more competitive. I know that using an Earth deck isn't for anyone, or, isn't for everyone, but I really do believe that there's a lot of fun to be had with Mecha King Ghidorah and Earth, or just a high-cost deck in general, because you get that you get that energy so fast. You could throw ERB in here as well if you wanted to instead of Terrestris. Honestly, you probably pump out things a little bit faster, but I thought just by using Mecha King Ghidorah's ability was pretty solid. Sunday fits really well in this deck because you could do infinite stun with Sunday and Mecha King Ghidorah. And overall, my final thoughts on this deck is I like it. I mean, it's basically Earth with 4 meta decks and then 2 characters with whatever you want to pick. Pretty solid, not gonna lie. I mean, it's a good foundation at least, but I just been having a lot of fun with it. I was challenged to make a deck with these 3 characters in it, and I think I got it pretty well under control. Maybe I would drop Bio now that I'm thinking about it. There's just so much that I could do to futz around with this deck, and I'm not gonna bore you guys with all of those details, but this is what I thought was fun. It's on the screen if you want to use it. I'm having a ton of fun with it in Fixed. I've been playing a lot of Fixed lately, and I'm still probably going to run this in Fixed, honestly. In Ranked, I'm probably not going to be running this. I'm probably going to be running my normal decks, but in Fixed, especially if people aren't prepared to deal with Earth, I mean, it's a W. I mean, it's hard to get through Earth, especially in Ranked as well. If you're a low-ranked player and you have any of these characters, I mean, throw Earth in your deck. Come on. I mean, it takes a lot to respond to an Earth, and one of the reasons that I didn't want to use this in Ranked, outside of all the units, is for Mecha King Ghidorah. Like, I would still much rather be using the G89 because the stats just aren't there for Mecha King Ghidorah as they are for G89 at level 30. I still have a long ways to go on my Ultima and my Rodan and my Mecha King Ghidorah to even have them viable as 4-star leaders. So, biggest thing in this deck, especially in Ranked, is you're going to want to not, you know, get hit. I play a lot of, like, I don't know how the play style that I would say I normally do, but I let the enemy hit my G89s a lot. My G89 leaders, a lot. I will take damage. I will punish my own leader in order to build up energy to build up a big push. You cannot do that with these 4-star leaders because they have significantly less health than a level 33-star leader. So that's just something to keep in mind, something I remembered at the last second. But I really like this deck. I'm probably going to keep using it in Fixed. Let me know if you are using anything like this as well, or if you're even using Burning in Ranked. I've seen him twice today in Ranked. If yours is a high level, he might have potential, but I still think he just needs a little bit of something to make him better. But let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I will catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.